Hey everyone, and welcome back to Brian's Horror Movies for Life YouTube channel, and welcome to my October Spooktacular Series. This in this video it's gonna be the first sort of sum up or thoughts on the first Halloween movie as I'm rewatching the entire franchise, um, and so obviously we're gonna talk about John Carpenter's 1978 movie Halloween, the original, and I have both the original Anchor Bay DVD here, as well as the 35th anniversary edition of the Blu-ray, which is actually the one that I watched. But I still keep this one for special feature reasons here. So yeah, let's talk about John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978. Like I said, it's not a full blown review. I won't be doing full-blown reviews because those already exist on my channel from 2021 when I went through the entire franchise. But I'm just going to give you my thoughts as of October 2025 on these specific movies. And what can you really say about Halloween, John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978? It still continues to be one of the most effective horror movies that has ever been put to film, ever been put on screen. This is probably like the 30th time that I've watched it in my life, and there's just so many great things about it, from the buildup of tension to the camera work, to how it's shot, the directing, the music, the score, the acting for the most part, led by Donald Pleasance, of course. Yeah, I just can't praise this movie enough. It still ages well. Obviously, one of the most successful independent movies ever made. I think they made this movie for like $325,000, and I believe it grossed $70 million. That's a pretty nice return on investment there. Being an accounting and finance guy like myself, I can make that statement. But yeah, I don't know. It's everything from the start of the movie to the very end of the movie just works, and it's almost a shame in some ways. Like when I watched the ending of this movie most recently, it's almost a shame that they made sequels, because I think this could have been the greatest standalone horror movie of all time, because it doesn't have all the exposition and explanation that we would ultimately get. Um, and of course, there's good Halloween movies after this, um, but there's part of me that almost wishes they wouldn't have made any sequels, because this first movie's just so effective, man. It really is. With the shape here, I think my favorite scene of the movie is actually towards the end of the movie when Laurie goes to the I think it's the Wallace house where Annie was watching um, Lindsay, the young girl, and then also the same house that Bob and Linda go to do their thing. Um, and she discovers the bodies and stuff, and then as she's that one scene where there's like a dark room behind her, and all of a sudden you can see the shape Michael Myers mask start to appear, but just the way that it's shot and how it appears continues to be one of the most effective and creepiest scenes in horror history. As he starts to peer out of the darkness with that white mask, that William Shatner mask, and then of course he slices her arm right down her arm, her blouse there, and cuts her arm open. That's my favorite scene of the movie, man. It really is. It's just so good. Um, I love the start. I love the beginning of the movie in 1963. The way that you get the POV shots, of course, of the young Michael Myers at 6 years old, and he goes up and stabs his sister. Hopefully, you guys realize these are going to be spoiler reviews at this point. The movie's been out for like 48 years now, so if I'm spoiling for it, it's not shame on me; it's shame on you at this point. Um, but yeah, just that opening sequence, and then getting introduced to Dr. Loomis, played by Donald Pleasance, who I think is just one of our greatest actors that we've ever had. The guy was just brilliant in everything I've ever seen him in, including this movie. And I don't know, just the pacing of the movie. that's the thing that maybe stands out this watch that I hadn't talked about so much before is just how well the movie's paced in terms of the story, how Michael Myers escapes and steals the vehicle and goes to Haddonfield, and just kind of every beat about it, every step that it takes just works so well. Um, right up to the end, right up to the very end, man, right up to the very end. It's just so effective with the breathing and the mask and everything. That ending sequence after Loomis shoots him like 6 times, and he falls off the balcony, and then of course Loomis goes to look and he's gone, and the music starts. Oh, I just get shivers thinking about it. This movie, the word classic or legend is thrown around a lot. This movie's absolute classic horror. You just can't go wrong with it. Part of the reason I kept this DVD too is I absolutely love this cover. With the knife and the hand and the pumpkin shaped. I don't know if it's a mask or not, but I absolutely love that cover. The Night He Came Home, but obviously have it on Blu-ray is equally gratifying as well. But yeah, I really just can't praise it enough. The directing, the score, it's one of the great musical scores, not only in horror history but for any movie. You could play that score and 99% of the people that have ever seen a movie know what it's from. I mean, it's so brilliant. To me, it's John Carpenter's second best movie next to The Thing from 1982. So simple, but so effective. It's like the most simple story that's the most effective. Between the directing, the camera work, the way it's shot, having there's so much to say I can barely get it out. Having Donald Pleasance as the lead, having a very young Jamie Lee Curtis as the final girl. I really can't find anything negative to say about this movie. I know some younger people that watch it now that are used to like a lot of stuff happening like every 5 to 10 minutes. They might look at this movie and say it's kind of boring. And sure, some of her friends, the acting hasn't aged as well. Some of the younger characters, some of the younger actors. I don't even think this is Jamie Lee Curtis's best acting performance. But it's an iconic performance, which is different than saying a great acting performance. Really, I think Donald Pleasance, though, he saves the acting overall in this movie. But I don't even care that the acting among the young cast isn't that good because it's so well paced, it's so effectively shot, it's so effectively directed with one of the greatest scores you'll ever have in a movie, one of the best opening sequence and one of the best ways to end a movie that you'll ever see in a horror movie. Certainly, this really is a 10 out of 10 movie. It absolutely is. I can't blow my load enough over this movie, as you could probably tell by this, not review, but by but my thoughts in October of 2025 talking about the original Halloween. So, yeah, enough said, I would say. And I'm also, by the way, wearing my 1978 Halloween Haddonfield, Illinois shirt, which I picked up at a con several years ago. Go ahead and comment down below if you're one of those people that this movie's not as effective for, if you think it's boring in spots. I mean, it's probably not a perfect movie if you're looking at it from a technical standpoint. If you're somebody that's really in the weeds when it comes to shooting a movie and stuff, there's probably problems with it. Even John Carpenter would probably find some fault with it. But for somebody like me that's a horror aficionado, I can't find any faults with it, other than, the acting across the board isn't top notch, and there probably are some scenes, some editing, some scenes that go on a little bit too long, but at the end of the day, I just don't care because it's too good. It's absolutely too good. One of the best independent horror movies ever made, and it always will be. Even though I don't think at this point it's the most successful in terms of money. I think that goes to Paranormal Activity now, if I'm not mistaken, or the Blair Witch Project maybe yet. But this might still be the best of them all, in my opinion. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the original Halloween from 1978 as part of my October 2025 Spooktacular Series, as I'm revisiting the entire franchise, all 13 movies. So, as I said, go ahead and comment down below if if you don't have quite as strong of opinion on the movie as I do, if you have any thoughts, both positive or negative, that you could say about the movie, comment down below. Please like this video, hit the little notification bell down below, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It will really help me out for the future and the content of my channel going forward. So with all that being said, we are definitely into October now, and I hope it's gotten off to a good start for you as it has for me. Thank you for watching this review video, or not review video, this my thoughts on this Halloween movie revisited video. And as always, stay scared. Bye.